Good afternoon, it's July 23rd, 2025, and it's time for my devotionals. Won't you join me? In God's Purpose for Your Life. July 23rd, a channel of blessing. It is more blessed to give than to receive. Acts 20:35. Do you realize that God's blessings to you are not actually meant to end with you? His desire is that you share them with others. This principle applies to every area of your life, including the gift of salvation, what He teaches you, and what He provides for you. The Lord graciously supplies what you need, and even what you want, in order to fulfill His plans in your life and shine His light to others. The thought of giving to others may intimidate you somewhat because so many people have so many needs, but be assured, sharing your blessings with others will never lead to deprivation, especially when God is leading you. On the contrary, giving to others makes you a channel of His unending flow of provision. In fact, the Lord promises to make all grace abound to you, so that, always having all sufficiency in everything, you may have an abundance for every good deed. 2 Corinthians 9:8. He enriches you in response to your generosity. Therefore, be confident that you can never outgive the Lord. Demonstrate God's goodness in your life by meeting someone else's need. Don't let His generous provisions end with you. Pass them on and discover the joy of His never-ending cycle of blessings. Jesus, lead me in sharing my blessings with others and being your loving representative. Amen. And in trusting God with every breath. July 23rd, God's No. You can make many plans, but the Lord's purpose will prevail. Proverbs 19:21 NLT. We do not always get what we wish. Our heart's desires are not always fulfilled. When God answers our prayers with no, is He demonstrating His mercy toward us? Is it an extension of His grace? No doesn't mean God has forgotten us, that He doesn't love us. Sometimes He shows His great love for us through an answer we do not want, through His no. When Jesus prayed in the garden, asking the Father to remove His suffering, God said no because He had greater things in store. Jesus asked, but He also prayed for God's will to be done. God's will done in your life might also mean no. No for certain things, but yes for others. The next time His answer to you is no, remember His goodness, His knowledge of time from the beginning to the end, His desire to give you every good thing. Pray for your heart to align with God's, so when His no arrives, you still expect nothing less than goodness from the heart of God. What no's have you heard from God? Will you trust Him anyway? When you ask for something and God's no arrives, try to remember that it's probably a channel of blessing coming your way. Just align your heart with God's and know that He has every good thing intended for you. I hope you have a blessed day.